Shifting letters to problem. I guess the cool thing that it introduced to me was, or maybe I already knew this before, but I just got reminded again that there's this efficient way to, I guess, create. Um, it's kind of like a prefix array, but it's just for the differences or rotations. By rotations, I mean like for this problem, we have like ABC. Let's say ABC as S, and then we have these shifts. These shifts specify which letters to rotate. So like 0, 1 specifies the 0 index and first index to rotate. And then 0 just means to rotate it backwards, like according to this problem. So then A would go loop around back to Z, and B would go back to A. So then it'll become ZAC right here. So like those differences um, is what like this new concept tackles. So like we're given this shifts, but we want to, I guess, kind of merge all the shifts into a single array, where this array for each index tells how many rotations forwards or backwards we want to give to a specific index. Let's say, yeah, A. Okay. So I guess I'll code this first part out with this difference array. So we'll have two arrays. First one is going to be the difference array, and then the second one is going to be called the shift array, where the shift array is the one that has this one-to-one mapping between the index and the letter and how many rotations we want the letter to go through and in which direction the rotation should be. So if is equal to empty array, and then we iterate through shifts. So we have a start, end, and we have the direction. So then, oh yeah, we want to initialize this with n plus 1 zeros, where n is equal to the length of s. The reason why we have plus 1 we'll get to in a second. So diff of start is equal to, plus equals direction, or plus equals 1 if direction is equal to 1, else it's equal to -1 to shift in the opposite direction. Yeah. And then we have this diff of end plus 1. This is where the plus 1 comes in. And then same thing here. So what this basically says is, okay, so the diff array is different than the shift array in that the diff array specifies, like from this point onward, we'll have this shift. So basically, if we have like, let's say the diff array is equal to -1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Then at this point, like for, actually let's have a string that reflects this as well. A, B, C, D. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So this -1 here means that for all of these, until this one, until this index, until the index 4, so for ABCD, we will rotate it backwards. And then for EF, we rotate it forwards. And we have this plus 1 because that's to specify, that's to like kind of quote unquote reverse reverse this rotation. Um, yeah, that's the best way I could explain it. It's like because you don't because like this interval, that's the interval that you're rotating, right? You have this specific interval, and then you don't want to continue rotating afterwards in the same direction, um, because we have this specified interval of I don't know, let's say 0, 1. So then you kind of revert it by doing this +1. Oh wait, this should be -1, and then this should be 1. Yeah, so that you revert it. Yeah. Okay. And then we have this shift array. And then this is just going to be the one-to-one thing, as I described before. And then I guess we could call it, for rotation in diff. We set shift array to be equal to actually it should be, I think it's better if we do I in range. Then we do plus equals diff of I. Yeah. Actually, no. No. We have to initialize the first index of shift array first. So that'll be equal to diff of 0. And then in order to like carry over that rotation, we do I minus 1 plus diff of I. And I think that should be it. Let's just print to make sure. We'll look at the test cases. So we're expecting 0, 1, 2 for the first one. Yeah, 0, 1, 2. And then for the second one, yeah, -1 and then 1. Cool. I think we have the correct shift array. Now let's move on to actually rotating the characters. So I guess we do for I in range again, except we just go to n. And we have a res that will be a list of characters. And what we'll do with res is we'll join the characters later and then return them. So for s of I, okay, so we want to get the ASCII, and then we want to rotate it. So we'll do shift array. We'll get the shift value here. But we also want to do a modulus so that it rotates around. So we mod 26. I don't think that's right. Thing is, we need to make sure that it's like that it starts at 26 because ord of A, I think it's 97 is the ASCII value of A, this lowercase a. So let's just call this letter order, where the letters are ordered from 0 to 25 for their indices. And then we convert this letter order back into a character. So we also need to add back this ASCII value of A, and then we append it to res. And maybe this is right. Yeah, it's right. I think. Submit. Cool. Okay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Just kidding. Yeah, okay, bye.